rather piquant flavor.
Oh, but Samuel, this isn't a silver hen ale.
Then, no, that's just...
Ah, here she is. We were just talking about you.
Indeed, we have made a toast to your stupendous feat in ridding Miss Peak of Saker and... Of course, nobody has suffered more than they.
I've been telling Samuel here about the terrible situation they're in. He thinks he may be able to help.
Yes, well, perhaps. I mean, of course. The thing is, as I was just explaining to Sir Walter, Brightwall has no overabundance of resources itself. The King's levies are rather steep, and we face shortages more often than is comfortable.
But
Were you to improve things around Brightwall, the people would be most grateful. And when people are grateful, they're also charitable. I'm sure they would find it in their hearts to send aid to those poor people.
there you have it. The way I see it. You will need all the followers you can get if you're going to lead a successful rebellion. What better time to start?
I heartily agree with Sir Walter. Pardon me for overhearing. As it happens, I've learned of a promising method for amassing followers. If you'll return to the sanctuary at your earliest convenience, I can show you what I mean. An excellent way to gain followers is by helping villagers in need. Take a closer look at Brightwall and I will explain more. You can now see the villagers in need. You can also see how many followers you must amass to impress Samuel and the people of Brightwall. Select a villager to help. By doing so, you will gain the respect and loyalty of others in the region. Choose whom you wish to assist. Doing so will gain you followers. By completing quests for those in need, you will prove your abilities and demonstrate your potential as a leader. I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters.
You know, for a town with a famous academy...
I used to open myself to the world when it was different, happy, prosperous, peaceful. But that world is gone, and today's is a tragic and horrible place. I find myself feeling protective, sad, closed off. Is there anything left that is not evil and corrupt or broken and miserable? Anyone who is still innocent, pure, happy? The sight of one such person, no matter how small, would do so much for my spirits. I would open myself to the world again. Are you married? Perhaps the two of you together could create something beautiful and pure?
I was here, Brightwall was buzzing with culture. I remember an acting troupe who attracted huge crowds. What was their name?
That would be Lambert and Pinch, our latest.
These new boots in your wardrobe look quite strong and appear to provide peerless ankle support as well. Not only do those boots make ladies look strong, they also give them a bit of height. Negligible amount, but still.
Spending your money helps the economy, you know. And me. Nice, weather we're, having. You have any questions? Just ask.
This is terrible. Oh, this is terrible. Somehow the gate got open. Right, you'll need this. Contrary to what most people think, chickens are very, very crafty. They won't fall.
You've a new suit in your wardrobe, a new feathery suit. Any other business to attend to?
For any of that, come here, chickie, chickie, I've got some lovely treats for you. Oh no, too smart. You have to defeat them psychologically. Now, they won't remain one concentrated force. They'll have redeployed into groups of 3 or so to maximize their tactical advantage. When you find one of these squads, flap your wings and such, and they should follow you back here. But don't let them try to negotiate with you. You do not want those little buggers inside your head.
Oh, that wasn't funny.
Use the chicken. Well done. Their reign of terror is over before it began. All right, see if you can find some more. Well done. Don't stop now. The others will be starting to suspect. When you find some of the little sods, don't let on you're there to capture them. No, just play it cool and kind of casually lead them back here. You sure you're up for this? Many a valiant man has been destroyed trying to outwit chickens.
Stalls will close until tomorrow.
That's all of them. At last, the town can rest easy.
Oh, Bernard, you've got to lock them up again. This isn't right. They deserve to be free.
You're always on about the chickens and their freedom. You know what I think? I think it was you let them out.
You're right. I admit it. I couldn't live with myself any longer being complicit in this chicken oppression.
But they might have destroyed the entire town, possibly the world.
They might have gone off to live peacefully on their own. They might have created great works of art or literature. We don't know. And we have no right to take away their fundamental liberties based on our own prejudices.
Well, now it's clear taking away their liberties isn't enough. I have to assume you'll try to facilitate another escape. And that means the only choice is to kill them all.
Oh, no, Bernard! No, don't! All right. Keep them locked up. At least so we can...
All right. We'll let them live. But only if you swear never to let them out again.
All right. All right. We'll work this out.
I hope I haven't made a terrible mistake. But if I killed them, I would just make them martyrs. Oh, I just don't know about this.
It's what's best, Bernard. It's the right thing to do.
You need more followers.
I wish I could believe.
Welcome to the sanctuary. I hope everything is in order. I did wonder if you'd go back to that one. Fantastic choice of boots. You know what would go perfectly with those gloves is a riding crop or a... Generals use them to point to maps. Swagger stick. That's it. Swagger stick. Swagger stick. Such a deliciously staccato...
Oh, hello. Lovely, aren't they? I've collected gnomes since I was a lad. My family said it was unhealthy. It made me take stock of my life, and I realised I had to make a change. So I cut off all contact with them. Now it's just me and the gnomes. They're my best friends, especially Jonathan. He's like a brother. I would actually die for him. It's his birthday today, you know. I ordered a special present for him and everything, but it never got here, unfortunately. You couldn't find out what happened to it for me, could you? Great, great! Now, this package, like I said, it's very special. I ordered it from a catalogue. It was very expensive, but then this is Jonathan we're talking about. He deserves only the best. Now, according to the catalogue, the delivery coach travels through Misspeak Valley. Maybe they lost a wheel there or something. It's a good place to start looking around, anyway.
That top doesn't really suit you, you know. I'd go for a different look.
I have no doubt that the people of Brightwall will end up following you. Merely show them what you are capable of, and they cannot fail to become your supporters. Ah, hello. When someone has given you a gift, I will keep it for you here until you wish to unwrap it. I shan't peek, I promise. You've acquired several trophies since you last popped in for a visit, and I've taken the liberty of mounting them. Good heavens, that could be taken the wrong way. If you don't spend your money, it will accrue here in a sort of golden heap. The lectern contains a record of all your recent transactions. Any other business to attend to? Well, the Book of Heroes takes a decidedly surreal turn regarding this room. It claims that there are other parallel worlds and even other heroes. You can communicate with them and even travel to their worlds. If you're unsatisfied with whom you can see, or who can see you, you can make changes here. You've a new type of gauntlet available. That is a gauntlet, a device which allows a hero to channel magical energies to cast spells. Quite extraordinary.
Nothing but that worthless hunk of stone. Lovely, that is. We get nothing for this job except our fee.
There's no fee. No one hired us for this.
What do you mean? We're bloody mercenaries.
So, what? We can only act when we've been paid. What about free will?
I'm not saying we're not free to act as we desire.
You're saying our sole motivation, payment in this case, exists outside of us, which is necessarily incompatible with personal freedom. What you're advocating is hard determinism.
I'm not. I'm simply questioning the efficacy of undertaking significant personal risk, as in performing an armed robbery, when we gain nothing of value.
Well, define value.
This robbery may constitute little in terms of intrinsic value, but it's given us excitement, on-the-job training, and life experience, as well as building morale and esprit de corps. Its extrinsic value is difficult to even quantify.
Well, now you're talking about moral justification. I'm not going to argue teleology versus deontology.
Try to get knocked about. You fight fair, why don't you? Magic stick. I got you. Oi! Stop hitting us, you vicious!
You think you can beat us? You ain't got a chocolate's chance in a schoolgirl's dormitory. Dodge the bullet! How hard can it be? Oi! Stop hitting him! He's a mate! The best landscape gardener I've ever seen. Electrifying! Leave off!
Killing you won't get much off of your corpse. Let's show the bugger how we mercenaries do.
Right, that must have hurt. I should know. Shot myself loads of times. Lightning doesn't strike twice. I'll shoot you first. What a magnificent strike. Let's see you bleed.
Oh, it's you again. The one that convinced us to keep the chickens.
Thank you for what you did, though I will say it was a strain on our marriage for a little.
That it was. I didn't want to let the birds out, and she said chickens weren't meant to be cooped up. Of course, I said the definition of coop is a place you keep chickens.
Finally, we came up with a compromise that worked for both of us and, more importantly, made the chickens happy. We don't let them run free, but we let them do the next best thing. Run races.
First of its kind. Though I expect it'll catch on. Gives the chickens an outlet for their aggression and allows us to maintain security and control.
Would you like to bet on the next race? It's very simple. Speak to Horace by the track. All profits go to... well, mostly they go to buying more feed. They're voracious eaters.
Calm, imposing and dignified. The Colonel is the gentleman of the cause. If there were...
Did you see the thighs on that Mr. Clackles?
This enigmatic
He's
bird
juicy.
is also
Make
known
no
as
mistake.
He Who Kicks People, Corn's worst nightmare, and the Hero Chaser. 2 wings. Timmy's secret weapons are his 2 wings. The advantage they give him over other chickens accounts for his performance relative to theirs, which is essentially comparable. Mostly Slow Joe's name is deceptive. He's actually slow nearly all the time and prefers to be called William. Mr. Cluckles comes from a long line of chickens who, with their natural combination of
Sometimes I wish I was a chicken. Other times, I think...
Calm,
no.
imposing, and dignified. The Colonel is the gentleman of the course. If there were a door on the track... Mr. Cluckle...
You see it all on this track. And by all, I mean chickens running really fast.
Mr. Cluckles comes from a long line... And they're off! Mr. Cluckles pours it on and sails out in front. Just look at those chickens. Nothing, I mean nothing, is going to stop them. Except the finish line, of course, but I assume that was clear. The Colonel is a bit slow today. He's in last place. Mr. Cluckles does it. He has won this race, ladies and gentlemen.
Ruined! Damn you chickens! You've claimed yet another victim.
That Horace is an odd sort. And I caught him chatting up my wife. But he is the best cluckcaster in Albion.
I have no doubt...
Well, what could have happened to it? Maybe I should have bought the shipping insurance. You... Right, let me see. Now then, here are the instructions. Prepare
Mr.
your
Cluckles
display
has won the
area
race.
in pride of place. Done that. Ensure that your garden ornaments are facing your gargoyle with unbroken line of sight. Check. Face your gargoyle, stand confident, take a deep breath, and say in an authoritative voice... Oh.
Gargulus multipulus us.
You should never move an injured person. Don't eat wild mushrooms, they could be toadstools. Never leave home without a hat. Start every day with a healthy breakfast.
Oh, this is the greatest day of my life! Wait until I tell my family. Oh, I forgot I've stopped talking to them. Oh, who cares about them? This is mind-bogglingly amazing! In the morning when I wake up and I stumble out of bed,
I put my pointy hat on my little pointy head.
And it doesn't much matter if the sky is rain or shine,
Because I know.
Oh, it's you! Thank goodness! You've got to help me! My gnomes! My beautiful gnomes! With their little hats! Oh, thank you. I knew I could count on you. All my darling gnomes have deserted me. Well, all but one, and he's right in the house. His name's Lionel. He always had a chip on his shoulder, that one. I tried patching it, but it didn't do any good. Please, try and talk some sense into him. And don't worry, you won't have any trouble finding him. You just need to follow his... his voice.
I'm going to make Brian sleep out by the pond. And I'm going to charge him rent. You a friend of Brian's? He's a fine fellow. Yeah, a fine little fancy little fellow. You have? Or are you just compensating for something?
What happened? I heard your gun, and Lionel suddenly appeared out here. But did you shoot him? However you did it, you have to find the others. Hunt them down, wherever they are. See if I can get them all back. I can work out a way to fix this.
Your mother!
You shut it! I told you never to mention her! Perhaps the company can help. Well, I am going to write a letter to their customer relations department. A strongly worded letter.
Whatever did happen with that Morley play? Is it still missing?
You, dear lady, you who live in such a tumultuous epoch, do you not thirst for the drama and emotion of a properly structured tragic play?
Of course you don't. You want to escape your troubles. You want to be made merry. You want to be amused.
It is no good. We shall never agree.
Ah, if only we could get our hands on Morley's lost play. It would solve all our problems.
Yes, it is said to bring together the opposites of tragedy and comedy in an exquisite marriage of forms.
But perhaps you can find it.
Yes, we beg you. The theatre, the muses, the very heart and soul of this town will thank you. Splendid, splendid! You should know we did commission an elderly detective to search the library for clues as to the play's whereabouts, but he never returned.
The man's name is Ransom Locke, and he's rather closer to senility than one would like, truth be told.
If you come across this gentleman, he may be able to aid you. I believe he is looking
Turn back now, mortal one. stay away from this accursed Only death and insanity await you. Don't pick it up! No, really, I'm serious. You lot just can't leave well enough alone, can you? Bloody literary tourists, bane of my afterlife. Listen, you. You're not getting my lost plate, you hear? It's rubbish. Worse than rubbish. I mean, what was I thinking mixing tragedy and comedy? I must have been off my rocker.
It would seem, my dear madam, you have been apprehended by the ghost of Philip Morley. That makes us both his captives. I am Ransom Locke. If the name seems familiar, it is because I was once a detective of some renown. And yet, here I am, ready to live out the rest of my days, trapped in a book. As far as I can deduce, we are currently in a scene from one of Morley's greatest romantic plays, the near tragedy of Oliver and Ethel. I believe if we are to escape, we must act out the scene. But performing is not one of my talents. If I am correct, putting on this costume should set things in motion.
Oh, Ethel, my love, my life, my son, if thou wouldst but give me one sign, one gesture that would speak of your affections, then might I think this grey existence worth living.
Ah, yes, a classic moment in the play. You are Ethel, the beautiful young daughter of a dung merchant. Show Oliver that you love him, and we may be able to leave this scene.
My heart is yours, my love.
Let the heavens and the seas, the toads and the eels sing the song in my heart, for she doth love me, and all is well. We shall meet again in the morrow, my little ferret, and elope into the sunset to live out our days in wondrous joy.
A magnificent rendition. Truly, I applaud you.
I see you are gifted with remarkable literary cunning, but can you really comprehend the depths of my work? That we shall see.
Ah, yes. This is undoubtedly a scene from one of Morley's earlier, funnier plays, Bloodbath at the Royal Court. And this must be your costume. The role of the fool is one filled with tragic depth. It will require a masterful performance.
What fresh insolence is this? Out of my throne, you impertinent buffoon! Stand before your king, and do your jester's duty. 'Tis a troublesome time for this court, and my crown grows heavy. So make me laugh, or I shall have your head.
Coochie coochie coo.
Oh, stop, it's too funny. I believe I'm in the right mood now to meet with those foreign delegates. I think I shall only behead half of them, yes.
I have never seen a more convincing fool. There is hope for us yet.
You handle my royal dramas as well as you handle my romances. But will your versatility extend to the more subtle domains of theatre, I wonder?
Oh dear. Unless I'm mistaken, this is a scene from Morley's notoriously violent historical epic, Titus the Mutilator, Part 2. Which would mean this is the gladiatorial arena from Act 5, where Titus is finally slaughtered by savage warriors seeking revenge. A favorite scene of mine as a child, I must admit. And here is Titus's famous costume. I had some pajamas that looked just like it. Put it on and you will take on the greatest role of your life.
Titus, thy pox-membered body shall pay for thy monstrous villainy. My son lies dead because of you. Now shall revenge be mine, cold as your corpse and all the more flavoursome for it.
Do try to make your demise convincing.
Sort you out, you grunt. That shooting will kill you, you know.
Electrify! Right!
She's using magic! More of my kin lie slain, and yet you live! You have breathed your last sulphur-scented breath, Titus!
I can tell you can handle a gun, but can you handle me?
You can't cast spells on my mates like that, you swine! Oh, that looked like it hurt, matey! What was that like? I was gonna kill you anyway, so why not give the decent chap?
Well done, lad.
Filthy spellcaster! Whoa! Never seen that before. Titus has fallen! Vengeance is mine at last! But what is yonder scar upon his cheek? No, it cannot be. He was my son! Oh, woe and wretched misery! I am undone. My heart breaks with grief. It has beat its last. Adieu, unkind world. Adieu.
A tremendous performance. For a moment, I believed you truly had passed on. I wonder what scene will follow now.
Oh, what scene could possibly follow such a masterful rendition of my work? You have brought such depth of meaning to my words, I stand in awe. You have earned the prize no mortal has ever been honored with before. My missing play. I entrust it to you, for I know that you will do it justice. I call it The Ham Sandwich, a metaphorical title, of course.
Ah, you have retrieved our aged investigator. Happy day! Have you, perchance, found...
This is no time for perchances, Lambert. The play. Do you have it? We're saved, Lambert!
Oh, the joy in my bosom knows no bounds! Thank you a million times! Thank you!
His head bosom! It's already working! Comedy and tragedy will at last join hands!
Hark! Bear witness to the tragic futility that is man. Oh, how it doth sear my senses to see paradise and yet to be barred.
That reminds me of a great joke. A guard, a monk, and a chicken walk into a bar. Unfortunately, the bartender had a mild heart attack that morning, so none of them get served.
And yet what purpose doth heartache serve when the infinite dark blanket that is death falls softly upon our still beating corpse?
That reminds me of another one. A corpse walks into a bar and says, "Can I have a lemonade?" "Certainly," replies the bartender. "I've never seen a stiff drink."
And so endeth our happy sad play, which reminds us we are made of nothing but clay. There's time only for our fool to say,
"Great big giant bosoms!"
What the hell was that?
Biggest load of old tosh I ever saw. It didn't even make sense.
Worst play ever.
Well done. You have gathered quite an impressive following in Brightwall. This should be more than enough to convince this little hamlet to send aid to
I'm
the
beginning
dwellers.
to understand why
I believe Samuel
Philip
awaits you at the
Morley
town gates to
never
express that
published
very
this particular
sentiment.
piece of work in his lifetime.
indeed, it is too far ahead of its time. Perchance...
Good stuff. That's good, isn't it? Good one!
Best establishment in Brightwall.
Yes! Nice! Go on! Hooray! Woo! All right!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Good one! Yeah!
My guns are the cheapest. Really they are.
Finally,
Feel
a little
free to
money
browse.
coming into this town.
Pie of the decade? Only time will tell. That's some tasty work.
What can I do for you then?
Wonderful dough work.
Welcome to my shop. Cheers.
You can roll with the best of them.
Back anytime.
crust is divine. Have you done this before?
Extra special.
Ooh, that crust is divine. Oh, yes. I believe I have just the thing. Unless... quality pie making, that.
Finest product
Oh,
ever
right,
got out of the
well,
hustle
I've
here.
not seen anything like it.
Lovely work. You can roll with the best of them. Clean it up, then.
Hey, you're all right, you are.
Please, you've got to help me. I'm so worried. It's my daughter, you see. I can't find her. The little scamp is always going off on her own, having adventures and whatnot. Always comes back after a while, though, but this time she's been missing for hours and hours. I'm frantic with worry. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Please bring her back safe and sound as soon as you can.
If it were up to me, no one would ever get sick. They'd just die, starting with you! I had a doggy once. Had him with mash and mushy peas. Are you lost? Can I help you starve and die? Oh, you are so sweet. Like a bloody great tart! Sometimes I just want someone to talk to. And sometimes I want someone to kick in the crotch. Sure are a lot of problems in the world. Going to take one big, strong man to fix them. She was fat and ugly too!
Ah, a hero. I'm writing a book about a hero. 2, actually. Who go on a grand adventure and save the world. And along the way learn something about life and love. And that's the tricky bit. The action is thrilling, the banter is punchy, but any scene where they express their feelings for one another falls a bit flat. I've nothing to draw inspiration from. I've asked passing villagers to express themselves to each other one-on-one. Most give me a weird look and hurry away. And the ones who indulge me, frankly, take it further than I'd like. None of it helps. I don't want to see the crude, awkward fumblings of everyday folk. I need the searing intensity and awe-inspiring passion only heroes can achieve. Do you know another hero you could bring here? A real live hero? Someone you cooperate with? You are a mighty hero, but you cannot give me what I need alone. Bring another hero here and express yourself to them.
Lightning doesn't strike twice. I'll gut you first. Ooh, well, better him than me. Oh, yes. Electrifying. Right, that must have hurt.
Yeah, rattle those teeth, baby.
Are you here to take me home?
Welcome to the sanctuary.
I shouldn't talk to strangers. Oh, I just did. We made it out of the cave. Brilliant. Help! What's that? Help! With my little eye, something beginning with S. More nasty things! Don't let them eat me! Are we there yet? There's my mum! Mummy! Mummy!
My darling, my little darling, what a relief! I was beside myself. I can't thank you enough. I'm forever in your debt.